nor gather into barns, and your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are you not much better than they? Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit unto his stature? So basically, the Most High feeds the animals, the birds, everything out there. So the Most High is able to feed, people too. Now, concerning of eating on the Sabbath, you would gather in on the 6th day. You would gather in twice as much, and then the 7th day you would eat that was gathered on the 6th day. You weren't supposed to turn on no stove or none of that stuff. You weren't supposed to light a fire. So you would have the food already there. You wouldn't have to be cooking on the Sabbath.
It says here and give me that in what is that fire in what is it? It was Exodus 35:3, I think it is. And this is James 2:10. It says, "For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all." That's all right.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 3. It says, "You shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day." So basically that's plain and to the point. You're not supposed to light or kindle a fire on the Sabbath day.
I got a precept. Because Tazariak made a statement. We're supposed to feed our people. Now, pursuant to Jeremiah 3:15. Yeah, well, pursuant to Jeremiah 3:15, we're supposed to feed them with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of these scriptures. We're not supposed to set up Yahushua anyway, let me just read it. The book of John 6:26, it says, Yahushua answered them and said, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, ye seek me not because ye saw the miracles, but because ye did eat of the loaves and were filled." Now, even Yahushua, he did feed the poor, but a lot of them weren't right. That's why Yahushua is cursing them out. He said, "You didn't seek me because you saw the miracles. You seek me because you were filled of the food that I gave you. You were filled of the loaves." Then this is what he says. He says, 6:27, "Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life." Which is what? Which is the perfect understanding of this truth. Which part of it is to keep the Sabbath. And it's your duty as being a man of the Lord to know how to correctly keep the Sabbath. All right? That's part of that, the meat that endureth to everlasting life, right? Not the food, the GMO food that Tazariak was feeding them.
Yeah, boy, I can imagine.
Okay.
I bet you probably got that shit from Price Right.
I'll finish it up. It says, "Which the Son of Man shall give unto you, for him have the Heavenly Father sealed." So that's a cut, man. Yahushua said, "Labor not for the meat which perisheth." That's that GMO food that you gave them, Tazariak, which I might add, you probably made a lot of money off that GMO food that you gave them, because that's why you did it.
Well, I don't know if they were selling it to him. They probably paid for it and all that.
Okay.
But basically, it's to get more people so you can have their thing is about to get numbers of people so they can get their tithes and offerings and so forth. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So
you get in free
right
in the front door, but they're gonna get your ass on the back door.
On the back end, they're gonna get you.
It's all about money, man.
Right.
It's all about money at the end of the day.
Well, it's kind of like a casino. They lure you in, like the old saying, "The house always wins." They get you to play, right? And once you play, you can't stop playing. Then all of a sudden, right, the house always wins. They get all your money.
Well, the movie with Robert De Niro show you that. Casino. Being that you mentioned Casino, watch the movie Casino, and it totally, it backs up what Apostle Gabar just said. And De Niro, in that movie, Robert De Niro and Pesci, they break down to you the whole workings of a casino. Right. It's a big scam. De Niro, when you watch the movie, he's narrating it as they're showing it, and we get you in there, we'll let you win a few hands, and then and then we give you free drinks, we spot you, they'll send some prostitutes and pretty girls, to have them pop on you, make you feel important, and then to get you won, the money you won, you're going to put it right back into the casino. So that's what Johanna does. And Nate, See, Nate does the same thing. He has them parties, and that's why General Yohana said, I don't know if he's still doing it. The Passover's coming up. General Yohana's picking up the tab. General Yohana, I'm picking up the tab. Meaning he wasn't charging for the Passover, unlike Nate. You come to the Passover, you get all the wine and lamb you want, so you can join. Then as soon as you're a member and you're in the trooper program, okay, brother, you got to start paying them tights, man. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So it's all a big scam. That's why Yahweh Shai went nuts in the temple, man. Because there was gambling and having merchandising in the temple.
Well, that's a violation of the scripture. I think it was Apostle Paul that said we don't use the truth as a cloak of maliciousness. So they're using the truth as a cloak of maliciousness because they have malicious intent, which is to make all kinds of money. All right? That's like I said, that's what they're doing. They're taking the truth and they're seeing it as a vehicle to make all kinds of money, to make themselves rich. You know?
That's what the wicked scribes and Pharisees did. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, going back to what Yahweh Shai said, labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which is this truth, which endureth unto everlasting life. Part of the truth is to know the correct way of keeping the Sabbath.
And with that, we getting ready to close. We did have a topic, but we were going into the books. You know, we read a couple of comments, but you know, it was Nate time and Lahab time and General Yohana time, and we had to get on them guys. That's how the spirit works, all right? If you don't like it, you don't got to watch us no more, okay? You know, but it's a new trend. The guys that seem to hate us watch us the most, man. We'll see you in the comment board, Mr. Balupis. We'll see you, okay? And you got your leaders back, Lahab, okay? Anyway, Lord willing, we'll be back next week with the truth. We're back tonight, but when this thing has come up, keep watching the live shows. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.